9 tips for saving your marriage. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I am your life and relationship coach. And today I wanted to discuss with you guys 9 tips for saving your marriage. Now, first and foremost, I wanted to say if you are watching this video, I empathize with you and I am sorry that you are currently in a situation in which you feel that you have to watch a video in order to save your marriage. But I wanted to reassure you and tell you that there is hope. Marriages are difficult. Relationships are difficult. And it would be unrealistic for somebody to say that it's easy. It's not. But there are times when relationships get so difficult that you are currently in a situation in which you feel like you are drowning or that you are failing in your marriage. But change your perspective on the situation. This could actually be a positive, and it could be something that you can utilize to change the dynamic of your relationship, of your marriage, and could actually result in you having a stronger, more fulfilling relationship after we are done going through these steps. So, without further ado, let's get right into the steps. Step number 1, focus on yourself. I know this can seem weird. I know this can seem like a bad idea, especially if you feel like you're in the fight of your life and you're trying to save your marriage. Why would you just focus on yourself and not focus on your partner? Well, the reality of the situation is by focusing on yourself, it gives you the time to reevaluate your situation. Take the time to really sit in your thoughts and your emotions and analyze the situation from an outside perspective as opposed to being in the thick of it. Also, it gives you the ability to find your passions again, the things that you love, the things that you take interest in. And by doing this, you actually become more happy, more fulfilled. And that can affect the dynamic of your relationship and can actually make your partner happy because you yourself are happy. It is very hard to make somebody else happy if you are not happy yourself. It is hard to love somebody else if you do not love yourself. Step number 2, find your village. This is also incredibly important. People have to feel like they belong, like they have a community, like they have a place where they can go to for support. And if you are currently in a situation in which you're fighting for your marriage and things may not necessarily be the best for you right now, having a community and having a village and people that you can rely on and depend on is incredibly important. However, allow me to caution you. Sharing too much information about your marriage and about your current situation can actually also be detrimental. If you are sharing with your friends and your family all of the situations, what can actually end up happening is that they will absolutely side with you and will try to get you to leave the marriage. And this can actually cause more issues for you and put more pressure on you. So, again, I caution you not to share too much at this point, but finding a community and people that you can be around and get out of your environment is something that I highly recommend. Step number 3, communication. Communication is incredibly important. I've said this a million times before. I will say it a million times again. Communication is the key to a successful relationship. If you are in a situation in which you feel as if you are fighting for your marriage and there is a breakdown in your marriage, keeping the lines of communication open is extremely important. Now, if the cause of your relationship or the cause of your marriage getting to the place that it is now is the fact that there was a breakdown in communication, then my suggestion would not be to start communicating as you did before. There are different methods that you can use, and my suggestion would be to take time, sit down, and write out your thoughts and what you want to communicate clearly and concisely so that when you come together with your partner, there is not room for misinterpretation or confusion, which may potentially lead to an argument. Make sure you are carving out time and making this a priority, because this is how you will be able to express yourself and let your partner know what your needs are within the relationship, and vice versa, hearing what your partner's needs are as well. Step number 4, accountability. It is so important for you to take responsibility for your actions, for the things that you may have done in the relationship that caused the relationship to get to the place in which it is today. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you are completely at fault. Remember, a marriage is a two-way street. It's a partnership. It's a team. So, as much as you may have had a part in it, your partner as well has a part in it. So accountability and taking responsibility for your actions is obviously something that you will want to do in order to move on and get over this hump and get to the next phase and the next step. Because I'm sure you yourself would appreciate your partner taking accountability for their part in the relationship as well. Step number 5, empathy and respect. Respecting your partner's views and perceptions is so important in a relationship. It is okay to question those perceptions and those ideologies, but it's not productive to continually challenge or dismiss your partner with their perceptions and their beliefs and their ideologies. Respecting their views, respecting them as a person is something that I'm sure you as well would like to be mutual. You want your partner to respect you as well. And in order to do that, you have to have empathy for each other. You have to have empathy for your partner. Putting yourself in your partner's shoes is the best way to try to understand them from an emotional standpoint. And unless you are able to do that, it would be very difficult to connect with your partner and to understand your partner and move on past this communication breakdown or this feeling of not really understanding one another. Step number 6, share a project. When you are in a relationship, it can be very difficult to find time to spend together, to choose an activity in which you guys can carve out some time during your week, during your month, to share in that experience. But it is something that you need to prioritize in order to save your marriage. Sharing in those experiences, sharing in an activity and a hobby together helps you to create memories. And those memories allow you to bond on a deeper level. It's actually part of the growth of intimacy. And for you to share in those moments and be able to reminisce on those moments, that is what will connect you guys. So, even if it seems like you don't have any time, try to make it a priority. Actually, no, don't try. Make it a priority to find something together, a project, a hobby, anything. That way you guys can start to reconnect. Step number 7, vulnerability. Vulnerability is key to making your partner feel comfortable, making them feel as if they can truly be their authentic selves and really just express themselves around you. If you are vulnerable and you're allowing your partner in, then your partner will be more willing to reciprocate that and also be more open and honest and transparent with you as well. Creating that comfortable environment is something that will absolutely help you guys to reconnect and eventually will help you to save your marriage. Step number 8, teamwork. You guys are a team. Even though you guys are your own individuals, within this marriage, you guys are a team. try to remember it is not you against her or him and vice versa. It is the both of you against the problem. And the goal here is to solve those problems together. By solving those problems together, you start to formulate and you start to create a dynamic that helps you to solve problems together. And that is the most important part about being a team. Step number 9, actions over words. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. It's been said many, many times before, and it's something that's been around for a long time, but it's the phrase that says actions speak louder than words. And this is absolutely true, especially in a relationship and in a marriage. If you are in a situation where you are fighting for your marriage, please understand that actions at this point are more important than words. If there was a breakdown in your communication, if your partner is having trouble trusting you and they feel as if the foundation of your relationship is shaky, words are not going to carry much weight. So make sure that you are putting your words into action. If you are saying that you are going to be home at 6 o'clock, then you are home at 6 o'clock. If you are saying that you are going to do your best to not get angry in a specific situation, then you need to consciously remember to not get angry in that situation. By doing this, you start to create consistency, which will lead to trust and stability, which is the most important part, if not one of the most important parts of a strong foundation in a marriage and in a relationship. Self-awareness is one of the most important parts of self-development. And even though I've given you these 9 tips, it is always important, extremely important, for you to understand yourself and to know how you work, your emotions, how you tick, in order for you to understand your partner, in order for you to have a successful relationship. If you want to learn more about yourself and you want to become more self-aware so that you can actually execute all of these steps, make sure you click on the video below. It's one of my private videos, and it's one of the videos that will show you how to become more self-aware. If you guys like this video and if you related to the content, please make sure that you guys like and you subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions. If you can relate to this, please make sure you are putting all of your information down there. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'd love to hear your own personal experiences. If you feel like you need a little bit more information and you want to dive a little bit deeper, please visit us on our website at happilycommitted.com, where we have a plethora of different articles and blogs related to this topic and many other topics. You can also book a one-on-one coaching session with myself or any of the other incredible coaches that we have. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I hope to see you guys soon.